A shrimp snaps, and the ocean creates a tiny fireball. The flash can hit for an instant. That is nearly the sun's surface temperature. It comes from a bubble, not flame. The pistol shrimp closes one claw at shocking speed. Water shoots forward and forms a collapsing pocket. When that bubble implodes, it flashes and stuns prey. The sound can also reach underwater. That is louder than a jet engine. But here is the stranger part. This animal is smaller than your finger. So the first impossible weapon is a snapping claw. And it raises the real question. If a shrimp can make star-hot water, what else hides nearby? The next animal turns electricity into a hunting tool. An electric eel can discharge. That is enough to knock prey into helpless spasms. It is not really an eel. It is a knife fish from South America. Its body works as a living battery stack. Thousands of special cells release charge together. The shock travels through muddy water. The eel can even force hidden fish to twitch. That reveals their location without seeing them. Then it strikes before they recover. Scientists have recorded coordinated hunting in groups. That means the shock is not just defense. It can become a searchlight, net, and spear. But electricity is still visible in its effects. The next animal hides its trick inside glass-clear skin. A tiny frog sits still on a leaf. Then most of its blood seems to disappear. The glass frog does not vanish by magic. It hides red blood cells inside its liver. During sleep, it can store 11 of them. That makes its body much more transparent. Predators look through it and miss the meal. The dangerous part is clotting. Packed blood usually turns thick and deadly. But this frog avoids dangerous clumps while resting. Researchers reported this trick in Pointy Nine. Its body solves a medical puzzle every afternoon. By night, the blood returns for normal movement. So one animal uses voltage, another bends visibility with its own blood, and the next one survives by becoming almost dead. The wood frog does not escape winter. It lets winter enter its body. In Alaska, it can freeze for months. Its heart stops beating. Its breathing stops too. Ice forms between its cells. That would destroy most animals. But the frog floods tissues with natural antifreeze. Glucose and urea protect its cells from bursting. When spring arrives, it thaws and restarts. The restart can happen in just hours. Imagine a frozen animal blinking back online. This is not hibernation in a cozy burrow. It is controlled freezing with a later reboot. Yet even that feels modest beside the next survivor. Because one creature can dry into dust. Then it can wait for decades. Tardigrades look soft, slow, and harmless. Under a microscope, they resemble tiny bears. But they survive places that should erase life. They can enter a dry state called a tun. In that form, metabolism drops near zero. Some survived space exposure during experiments in Wright Point. They endured vacuum and harsh radiation. Other tests show survival after extreme pressure. They also tolerate freezing far below zero. Their secret is protective proteins and glassy cell chemistry. These shield DNA and stop water damage. A dried tardigrade is not really living normally, it is paused. That pause can last for years under good conditions. So one animal survives winter, another survives the edge of space. But the next one fights with boiling chemistry. A beetle gets swallowed, then fires a chemical cannon. The bombardier beetle mixes chemicals inside its abdomen. The reaction can reach about...
That is near boiling water. It does not explode itself. Separate chambers keep the ingredients apart. When threatened, it combines them in pulses. The spray bursts out with heat, pressure, and irritation. Some frogs spit the beetle back out alive. That means its weapon works after capture. It aims the nozzle with surprising accuracy. The blast can fire in rapid bursts. This is not poison sitting in a gland. It is a controlled chemical reaction. A tiny insect carries a defense lab. But chemistry is only one impossible weapon. The next animal shoots water with sniper math. An archerfish sees an insect above the surface. Then it fires a water jet from below. That sounds simple, until light bends at the waterline. The fish must correct for refraction. It shoots where the insect really is, not where the insect appears to be. Some can hit targets over away. They shape the jet with tongue and mouth. The stream becomes stronger at the front. That helps knock prey from branches. Young archerfish improve by watching others. They also judge target size and distance. So this fish solves physics while hunting lunch. But it still needs a clear target. The next animal attacks faster than eyes can follow. A mantis shrimp punch moves through water absurdly fast. Its club can accelerate near 6. That is fighter jet force multiplied many times. The strike can crack shells and aquarium glass. But the punch has a second hit. It creates cavitation bubbles in the water. When those bubbles collapse, they add extra damage. So prey gets clubbed, then blasted. The animal stores energy in springy body parts. A latch releases that energy instantly. Its eyes are just as strange. Some species detect polarized and ultraviolet light. Their vision is not simply better than ours, it is different in structure and purpose. The ocean keeps producing animals that feel engineered, but the next ability is softer. It rebuilds a body part humans never can. An axolotl can lose a leg and regrow it. Not a scarred stump, a working limb with bone, nerves, and muscle. It can also repair parts of heart tissue. Even pieces of spinal cord can recover. The cells near the wound become a growth zone. That structure is called a blastema. It rebuilds the missing part in order. Scientists study axolotls to understand regeneration. The animal keeps youthful traits into adulthood. That gives its tissues unusual flexibility. Humans heal by sealing damage. Axolotls heal by reconstructing the blueprint. This sounds gentle, but it changes biology's rules. Because losing a body part is not always final. Still, one sea creature goes further. It can reset its whole life stage. The immortal jellyfish has a ridiculous escape plan. When injured or stressed, it can reverse development. An adult can turn back into a polyp. That polyp can grow into new jellyfish. Its scientific name is Turritopsis dohrnii. The process is called transdifferentiation. One type of cell changes into another. This does not make it invincible. Predators can still eat it, disease can still kill it, but aging becomes less straightforward. In theory, it can cycle again and again. That turns a lifeline into a loop. A jellyfish found worldwide rewrites the ending. But the next animal does not rewind age. It rebuilds identity by changing its own body. A cuttlefish can change color in less than 40 yoot. It does not need paint, fur, or feathers. Its skin contains millions of chromatophores. These are tiny pigment sacs controlled by muscles. It can flash stripes, spots, waves, or camouflage. Some also change skin texture. They erase bumps to match rocks or coral. The weird part sits behind the eyes. Cuttlefish are colorblind by many tests, yet they match backgrounds with stunning skill. They read brightness, contrast, and pattern instead. Their skin becomes a living screen. They signal rivals, confuse prey, and vanish. One animal changes appearance faster than thought, but the next one changes by stealing sunlight. A sea slug eats algae and keeps the equipment. The eastern emerald elegia steals chloroplasts from its food. Those are the parts algae use for photosynthesis. The slug stores them inside its own cells. Then sunlight helps power its body for weeks. It is not a true plant. It still needs food and protection. But the stolen chloroplasts keep working inside it. That is called kleptoplasty. The slug becomes part animal, part solar panel. Its green body looks leaf-shaped for a reason. It spreads wide to catch light. This is not a cartoon mutation. It is a real shortcut from eating. But stealing solar machinery is peaceful. The next animal steals something louder.
It borrows the voices of its entire world.
A lyrebird can copy a camera shutter perfectly. It can mimic other birds with eerie accuracy. Some copy chainsaws, car alarms, and human-made noises. This is not random noise. Male lyrebirds build sound performances during courtship. Their syrinx, a bird voice organ, is powerful. They arrange copied sounds into complex sequences. A superb lyrebird may imitate many species. The better the performance, the stronger the signal. It is a forest audio recorder with feathers. But mimicry has a sharper survival version. The drongo uses false alarm calls. It can trick other animals into dropping food. So one bird sings to impress, another lies to steal breakfast, and the next animal uses deception without making sound. An octopus can squeeze through a coin-sized gap. Its only hard body part is the beak. If the beak fits, most of it follows. It can also change color and texture. But its weirdest trick is distributed control. A bud of its neurons sit in its arms. The arms can explore and react semi-independently. They taste what they touch using suckers. Some octopuses use coconut shells as shelters, others open jars and solve puzzles. They can edit RNA in their nervous systems. That helps adapt proteins without changing DNA. This does not make them aliens, it makes them deeply different animals. Their intelligence grew along another evolutionary road. But even octopus camouflage seems loud beside silence. The next animal wins by making itself nearly invisible. The barrel-eye fish looks through its own head. Its skull dome is transparent. Inside, green tubular eyes point upward. It watches silhouettes of prey above. Then the eyes rotate forward when it feeds. This fish lives in deep ocean darkness. Light is rare, so every photon matters. The clear head protects the eyes from stinging animals. It also lets the fish scan overhead. For years, scientists misunderstood its eye direction. Live footage revealed the rotating trick in. A face that looks impossible suddenly made sense. That is the pattern here. The weirdest animals often hide one missing detail. Find that detail, and nature becomes stranger. But the next animal weaponizes something we barely notice. It uses bubbles as survival architecture. A diving bell spider lives underwater without gills. It carries air bubbles from the surface. Then it stores them inside a silk web. That web becomes a shimmering underwater room. The spider rests, hunts, and molts inside it. Oxygen diffuses from water into the bubble. Carbon dioxide diffuses out. So the bubble works partly as a physical gill. The spider still refreshes it sometimes, but it can stay underwater for long periods. This is the only spider living mostly underwater. Its house is not a nest, it is life support. That turns a fragile bubble into a home. Still, building with air feels almost normal. The next animal carries a weapon inside its skull. The coconut crab can crack coconuts with its claws. Its pinch can exceed 25. That rivals the bite force of large predators. This crab can weigh over 25. It climbs trees and tears open tough shells. Its smell sense helps it find food far away. It is the largest land arthropod alive. But its real surprise is restraint. It does not need speed. It wins through leverage and crushing power. A claw becomes a portable vice. On tropical islands, that matters. Hard fruit, carrion, and defenses become manageable. This is brute force at ground level. But the next champion is the opposite. It wins with speed too small to notice. A trapjaw ant closes its jaws incredibly fast. Some strikes reach about. That is faster than a city car. The jaws lock open before release. Trigger hairs detect contact. Then stored energy snaps the mandibles shut. The ant uses this to catch prey. It also uses the strike to launch itself. Against threats, it can bounce backward through the air. Sometimes it jumps upward by hitting the ground. The weapon becomes an escape spring. That dual use is the clever part. One tool becomes bite, catapult, and defense. Nature loves equipment with extra jobs. But the final animals push this idea further. They turn ordinary body parts into impossible sensors. A star-nosed mole finds prey in total darkness. Its nose has fleshy rays. Those rays are packed with touch sensors. It can identify food in about, that is faster than a blink. It hunts underwater and underground. Air bubbles help it smell underwater. It exhales bubbles onto objects, then it re-inhales them to detect scent. That means it sniffs underwater. The nose looks bizarre because it is specialized. Every ray maps touch information to the brain. It is not ugly design, it is high-speed biological scanning. This animal answers one hidden question.
What if vision is not the fastest sense? But the final contender makes hearing feel physical. The greater wax moth hears sounds humans cannot imagine. It detects frequencies up to about 3. Humans usually stop near 14. Bats hunt moths with ultrasound. This moth hears far beyond many bat calls. Its ears sit on its body, not its head. The hearing may help it evade predators. It may also help in mating signals. Either way, it lives inside a sonic world. That world is silent to us. Now compare that with the pistol shrimp. Heat, electricity, freezing, invisibility, regeneration, solar theft. None of these abilities break physics. They exploit physics with absurd precision. And that is the payoff hidden from the start. The impossible animal is not one champion. It is nature using every rule differently. So return to that snapping shrimp fireball. It was never the strangest fact alone. It was the warning sign. A claw can make light. A frog can hide its blood. A spider can breathe from a bubble. A jellyfish can reverse its life